Hey friends, and welcome back to the Reddit Rainbow. Y'all, grab your vibes and your delights. I would like to know your opinion on a story called Am I the asshole for telling my spouse that they're insecure? I'm gonna go ahead and read the first paragraph before telling you to grab your vibes and delights, okay? And I believe a trigger warning is deserved here. I've been struggling with my weight for a while and have tried dieting on and off, but have never been motivated to stick to it. Okay, so we're talking about weight, and the title is telling my spouse that they're insecure. Okay, I have a little bit of bias here because I had someone in my life, that person that I'm always telling you was a terrible best friend, right? She used to tell me at 135 pounds, 5'5.5" okay? She used to tell me that I was fucking fat, okay? And she would lecture me on my calorie intake and say that I'll never get a flat tummy this way. But if I'm being honest with you, I don't think I was ever meant to have a flat tummy, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, grab your vibes and your delights, okay? And let's jump into this story and mind that trigger warning for sure, okay? Because my automatic thought, knowing that we're talking about weight and you called somebody insecure, you're an asshole for that. Okay, so let's jump in. So to continue, okay, lately me and my spouse have moved back to my hometown, and I have had access to amazing medical care, all my friends, in some nostalgic places. With all of this and access to medications for my autoimmune disorders, I have felt better than ever and more motivated to finally cut junk from my diet and start exercising more. Awesome. I'm glad that you've improved your mental health enough to even start this journey, because that's exactly what that read to me. Awesome. This has never gone well in the past, but I've actually gotten to the point where I don't crave the junk food anymore and refuse to buy it, and have even already lost 10 pounds. I'm so happy to have gotten past the initial hurdle when it comes to eating more wholesome foods. However, my spouse asked why I was dieting again, and I laughed nervously and told them, honestly, I just really wanted to be able to fit into the rides at the theme park. That's a valid answer. They seemed horrified for some reason and told me that it was an extremely unhealthy reason to want to lose weight. I got upset and told them that it wasn't just that. I wanted to be more active and social overall. I told them I was tired of leaning on my chronic pain and fatigue and not being able to enjoy physical activities with my dearest friends. During the eclipse, I had to miss out on an amazing hike, and me and my spouse stayed behind. They told me that I shouldn't want to lose weight like that because it wouldn't make me any less disabled, and I was delusional for thinking I would get better and falling into a societal beauty standards trap. I was making an unhealthy choice. I'm a little confused by that, but okay. They also told me that I was incredibly preachy whenever I started dieting. I'm trying not to be. Nutrition science just happens to be something that absolutely fascinates me, and I love researching and talking about it. I could do it for hours and spill all of my opinions on the food industry and nutrition and whatnot. I just find it very fulfilling, and I had no idea I was being preachy. However, my feelings were hurt at that point, and I do admit that I told them that in a probably less than sensitive way. Oof. Also, I want to make note here that she said she and her spouse moved back to her hometown. So I feel like some of this also has to do with her, of course, her mental health. But what about your partners? How's your partner doing right now? I said that just because they are insecure about their own disabilities, they shouldn't project onto me and drag me down with them, that I don't have to eat the same junk that they do, and I'm allowed to make my own choices as for what to do about my body. I apologized for sounding preachy and explained what I did above, but that I would not be sorry for using whatever made me happy to stay motivated. I do agree with that. If you want to fit in a fucking ride at the amusement park, I think that's valid. That's a goal that you've set for yourself. I love that. And I think they were wrong for telling you that. I feel like this is low-key a toxic relationship, but I don't know. Just at least this facet of it is. So again, just to reiterate what was said, because I know I kind of fell off, but that I would not be sorry for using whatever made me happy to stay motivated and to have the hope that losing some weight will help at least a little with my disabilities. Okay. So was I a total jerk about this? I'm really frustrated and wondering if they were right about my motivations being for the wrong reasons. No, but let me finish, okay? And also wondering if I went too far in what I said or if I was at least a little justified. I don't think your motivations were wrong, okay? But I do think you were being an asshole to your partner. I think y'all were not being nice to each other. Maybe they do feel a little insecure, because you're gonna get hot and sexy. Maybe they're still, a little chubby and sexy, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? But I think you were wrong for throwing all of that in their faces. It takes a lot for me to admit that I need help. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for me to acknowledge that I can't do things the way I used to now that I have these valid knee and ankle foot injuries, not injuries, but I have arthritis now. I found out I have a torn meniscus in my knee, I have floating bone matter in my knee, and I have arthritis in my knee and in my foot and my ankle. You know what I'm saying? I know all of that, and it's hard to come to terms with that, when you're used to running around and doing whatever, and you know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe they're also going through it in their own way. And like I said, once again, you're in your hometown. What about them? How are they? You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it was very insensitive, and you're the asshole for that for sure, but not for the reasons why. Meaning you set a goal for yourself, which you want to ride a roller coaster. Hell yeah, brother, do that shit. All right, people in the comment section were largely not the asshole. Like I said, I have my own biases, so please, know that I'm acknowledging that, and I do think that there's right and wrong here, but most people were just kind of focusing on not the asshole. Congrats on your weight loss. There's nothing wrong with being motivated by wanting to enjoy life, such as amusement park rides. Your partner is a turd for not supporting you. I agree with that. I do. Once again, I just hate that preachy shit, and I really feel like she's really downplaying the preachiness, because I don't know if you've met a nutrition nut, but sometimes they just literally do not stop talking about it, and that can be really boring. So I actually found a comment that was saying what I was saying. So not the asshole for dieting, exercising, and working to improve your health, but there is little as boring as someone who talks about themselves and their diet all the time. You say you love talking about it and can do it for hours. Time to stop doing that. Your diet is for you. You don't need a cheering squad, and while you're complaining your spouse is not supportive, you seem to be over-explaining your diet, new lifestyle, feelings. You don't need a bunch of motivations. You only need the desire to feel better, look better, ability to move better. Good luck, keep going, but don't make your diet the main source of your conversation. And I don't want to like this comment because nice, but I want to, because they definitely was speaking some truth there, and that's exactly how I feel. I don't think you're wrong for wanting to get healthy. I just think you might have been wrong in the way you went about it, or the way that you responded to your partner. I do see a lot of comments in here saying the same thing about the partner as well, that the partner might be toxic. This person says, not the asshole. Every and any reason is valid to work on yourself. They want to manipulate you so you feel dependent on them to be loved and appreciated. Don't let them. Put your foot down. All right, so that's enough of that story, but I know that I have my horrible biases, but I want to know what you guys think about it. Do you think that they were wrong for what they said, or do you think that they were wrong, their partner is right? Do you think they're right for saying that a roller coaster wasn't a good enough reason? I don't know. I want to hear what y'all have to say, as always. And as always, I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all later. Hey friends, let's talk about it, okay? Here and here, we'll lead you to this handy dandy thing where you can see the two families that need our help. I just added this one to my link tree, so it will be updated within 24 hours. But look, they are more than halfway to their goal. Any bit will help, especially because little Judy is needing our help. She's in a clinical coma. Any bit will help. Earlier this year, we were helping another family, Haya, who was able to raise enough money for her and her youngest daughter to escape, and they're currently in the process of doing that right now, but this is her brother. There isn't much movement on him, but he needs help too. They're needing just $5,000 for each person so that they can escape. The links are in the places, so do the things, okay?